Well, before I start this video this week, I will share with you something I really hate and something I really love. I really hate making a mess. It's inevitable for me because I don't always have the right tools to do the job. So if I need to cut plastic, I don't really have an appropriate saw or a Dremel. I really wish I had a Dremel. Maybe sometime in the future I can, and get there and give myself a gift of a little Dremel kit. What I do have is a drill, kitchen shears, a kitchen knife, a razor blade, and these. So, trying to get stuff done is sometimes really, really messy, and it really sucks. And here's something I really love: being successful after years of trying and failing. This little watermelon is just one example of how I have tried for years and finally succeeded. Now, I wonder if I can do that with hydroponics. Ah, yes. That lovely sound you hear is a sound of a working hydroponic system. Look, it's all pretty. They've all got their own little foam pads and their own water supply. This is dripping again. I don't like that. I can deal with a drip every once in a while. All the rest of them are dry, which is good because the heater was right underneath it, which was not a good idea. There we go. Yeah, they all just need, they need plants, and I need to go buy 8 gallons of filtered water to fill up the reservoir with. Now here's what I was talking about. This is the reason why I put the net here. If you look at this, you can see the little black part on the corner. And that's because the water running through it has caught all the dirt that was in the system, which is great, so the net bag works. My sacrificial plants are doing all right. The chard recovered from the heat, and the eggplant's still doing nicely, so they will go back in there as soon as I get the water changed. And yeah, that'll be great. Alrighty, now that I know I have the hydroponic system working, I'll explain what I did. I went to the store. Go away, fly. And I got these gutter covers. Now these gutter covers are actually supposed to tuck inside and then they go up underneath the roof. But in this case, I've just tucked them inside the end cap and laid them out. I've cut circles out for all the little pool noodles, shoved all the pool noodles in there, and finished up by cutting these and putting them in there. And then all I will have to do is fill each of these pool noodles with a little plant. Isn't that cute? But what I have to do now, because I've got my hydroponic nutrients, I need to get rid of this water. This is just tap water, and it is not very good for growing plants. I could use it, but it's got a lot of crap in it that I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty this out. I'm going to put in 8 gallons of filtered water. See if I can do this without getting the, well, I guess it doesn't really matter if I get you guys wet, but it would matter if I get that green carpet wet, because I got a kneel on that. No, come on. There. Good. Yeah, I'd like you to come out. There we go. Empty the pump. And heave-ho. And you know, 8 gallons of water is really heavy. Well, I got the green carpet a little wet, but not enormously. And there's no growth in here, no slime. All good to go. Get this back in there. And the pump. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to get a rubber band for the net, because it likes to fall off too easily. Alrighty. Kind of a bird's eye view. Nope, get up. How many times have I told you not to mess with me? Get up there. There you go. Good. Good. Stay there. Just a little bit there. There we go. And that's good. I think that's good. That, pardon me, I shall turn you upside down just so you can see. I have put the rubber band up here. Hopefully that'll hold it in place a little better. And now for the water. Oh goodness. This also allows me to see exactly how much water I'm putting in so that I can put in nutrients by the gallon. Crystal geyser. Drinking it, bathing it, we don't care. One. All right, we should probably speed this up. Okay, I'm gonna stop at 6 because the pump is well covered. I'm not worried. And it's always nicer to have a smaller amount of water to work from if you're doing nutrients. So, the next thing I'm gonna do, add the nutrients and then cover this up with some microfilm and make sure that some microfish. I'm gonna do it with microfish, with mylar, the same stuff that's on the wall. That stuff. I'm gonna cover this with that. Right. And then I'm going to make sure that the little plants get back in there. And hopefully this is going to go well. Now here's a problem with using regular tap water. The plant actually got enough water. But see this dark stuff on the end? This is the beginning of a type of slime mold. And while it's not necessarily detrimental to the plant, I still need to clip it off because it's going to prevent the rest of the roots from really getting what they need. But don't worry, because it's going to have lots of nutrients now. And it's going to have a great life right inside its new little house. Actually, I think I'm gonna try it without the sponge and see how it does, because it can just sit right in there, and I don't really need the sponge to keep the hose in there anymore, so this should do just fine. Alrighty, Now, here are the nutrients I've chosen. General hydroponics, micro, grow, and bloom. And I'm going to need to add these in a specific amount, in a specific way, to make sure that the plants stay healthy. Micro supposedly always goes in first, and you never mix these together in concentrate, because they can bind up, create precipitate, and then all you have is a bunch of clumpy junk at the bottom, which doesn't do your plants any good. So they say take some fresh water, mix the micro with the fresh water first, then put it in your tank, then move on to the next one. All right. Micro. That's aggressive. I want a medium feed. Right. See, the actual bottle is different than the online. Interestingly, general purpose, mild vegetative growth, which is what I need right now. Flora Micro. I think these are, oh, these are teaspoons, and they actually list teaspoons on here, but milliliters on there. So I think I'm going to use the milliliters. It's probably a little more accurate. So for a medium feed, it's going to be Flora Micro, 4.2 milliliters per gallon. 4.2 times, can you remember how many gallons we did? It's 6. So 25.2 milliliters. Micro, shake well. And remove the pull tab, which is impossible for anybody over the age of 2. I get them all. Maybe. I'm glad I have a knife. I hate to have to go back and use my teeth. Goodness. Come on. Seriously, just open. Open. Really. Not hard. All right. 25.2 for 6 gallons of water. I have my milliliters here. That's going to be in between 25 and 30. That's 20. There's a half. And there we go. Micro in the water. Looks really nice and dark, doesn't it? Turn it on to make sure that it's mixing properly. Oh, come on. Oh. Nobody fall out. Nobody fall out. we go. All right. Now, bloom. Let's see what it says for bloom. Bloom. .8 milliliters per gallon. 3.8 times 6. 22.8. Oh, much easier. 22. Ooh, that's... Oh, nope, that is way too much. Maybe I should have gone with the teaspoons, because much easier to look at the teaspoons. You know, this would have been a good time to use my syringe. For a bloom is teaspoon 1. It's a tablespoon, so we're already over a teaspoon. Milliliter. Oh, wow, yeah. All right. Into the bucket. There we go. That's better. And bloom, and then grow. Let's check. So grow should be, yeah, teaspoon, about 3 teaspoons per gallon. And that's gonna be 3 mils. No. There we go. 8. Oh, so I mix them up. So I'm glad I put the bloom on the smaller end. This is supposed to be the 22.8. There we go. Which is 3 mils per. There we go. 2.8. There we go. And that goes in. Now, I'll show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Kind of a reddish orange, and that all pretty much comes from the color of the micro. So it actually doesn't look too bad. Now, let's see. Let's see what our pH is at. So, fill test vial halfway with nutrient solution. Half wet. Now here's the weird part. You see brown. This is what it really looks like. It's clear. Fill the test vial halfway with nutrient solution. Add 3 to 5 drops of pH test indicator. This is the pH test indicator. 3 to 5. One, two, three. 3 should do it. Tap vial to mix contents. Compare color in vial to pH color chart to determine nutrient pH. Looks very yellowish, doesn't it? I'm not sure if this is actually going to come out or not. I don't think it's definitely not green. It looks a little between 6 and 6.5 to me. Not sure if my shirt is. It looks between 6 and 6.5. Here is a better scale. If I take it out of the bag. Yep, still about a 6 to 6.5. Right now, we're definitely on the good, because I want it between 6 and 6.5 right now. So right now I don't have to do anything. If it was low, I'd add some up. If it was high, I'd add some down. I'm gonna have to test it after every single time I add more nutrients and every time I change the water. I'm also gonna take a TDS testing. I think I put that inside though. Alrighty. Currently at 0, 0. I'll put that in. I'm not sure you can see it, so. .1, which is about 2 points above what I really want, but I don't think there's anything I really need to do about it right now. I think my little babies are gonna be just fine right where they are. Well, if I manage to get the chard in there tonight. Let's just take this out here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Down you get right there. Okay. You'll be, I feel like you'll be okay. There we go. All right, chard, eggplant, and all I need to do is make sure that this gets covered with a lovely little mylar sheet just around the outside edge, so that the light can't come down and cause growth inside the solution, which is now filled with nutrients. So anything that loves light is gonna want to grow in it. All right, I did it. I did it. I made it even better. There we go. Not only do I have the gutter fixed, but now the reservoir is covered in foil. The lid is covered with silver tape. I've got my little gutter downspout with the net bag, and the water's all running through here, right down into there. I've got the little. Oop, there we go. I've got the little supply tube here, and the outlet going down, so all the water's in there. The light can't reach it anymore. And Linda is a happy camper because there are no leaks right now. Right now there are no leaks. The eggplant is extremely perky today, which I'm really happy with. We'll see how fast it grows its new leaves. All right, next up on the docket, seeds. Because I've got 9 spots to fill. 9 spots, no waiting. Start recording. I think it's recording. Yes. All right, so